drop.
And it says we're live.
Nothing like the driver saying, "Hey, what do you see?" and me saying, "Eyebrows, pull over."
In case you're wondering, the side conversation with the peanut gallery was delivering children. And Ian's first ever attempt.
Oh, I didn't have much to do with it.
Just catch him on the way out and try not to fumble him.
That baby squirted out and he ricocheted off of the drug box, the bench, and Mama's chest before I caught the little slippery little shit.
You need a better baseball glove.
They are slippery.
I didn't realize I was going to need one. For those, okay. Lady was tired of being pregnant.
Yes, you're talking about babies, but other announcements.
Yeah, lady was tired of being pregnant. She's a ranch wife, so she starts taking a walk down dirt road. Has issues, doesn't make it all the way to the end of the mile, and we are summoned. We load her. It's like, whoo, and we are driving that way, and the driver was actually a more experienced medic. Said, "Take a look. What do you see?" And I said, "Eyebrows. Pull over." And she went, "Hey, thwack!" Catching a 9-pound watermelon seed. Here's your kid. And when the DPS trooper pulled over, the father and I were sitting on the back bump of the ambulance swapping the O2 mask.
Yeah, what brought this on was I was standing outside enjoying my pre-live stream cigarette, and I watched this lady come walking toward me, obviously pregnant. The kid was sitting down before she was, and she's kind of walking spread-legged, grimacing and clutching her cup of tea. And it's like, I'm going to the car, and I'm thinking to myself, please don't sneeze. Please don't sneeze.
If you sneeze, the population of this town is going to increase by 1.
Yeah, and we're going to
Giving her size,
getting on
maybe
the
2.
air.
I am cheerful because I always get cheerful when I'm massively pissed off.
Yes.
I would like to thank everybody for the so far 29,000 and change. Thank you very much. However,
Now let's into it.
I'm not saying anything.
Explode, but this is
Yeah.
hilarious.
The fuckery has already begun this morning.
mhm.
Hush. I am the holder of the bond for Ian. I am supposed to, under Texas law, be the person notified of any changes,
he's the guarantor that I will appear in court.
arraignments, or anything else.
Appear every court hearing.
Yes. Well, this morning, all of a sudden, the judge's schedule got filled up with another case on the 17th. So third hand, we're now looking at December. I think the 20th, the 27th, or the 28th.
20th, 21st, 27th, 28th. We can't do it 27th, 28th, so that's the one they'll ask for.
Yep.
However, given the fact it's the holiday season, I will bet a donut. That'll be my second donut I've bet today, by the way. That, the witnesses can't be here. Can we do it in January?
Well, I'm betting more. It's more to the fact that they've all of a sudden realized you have expert witnesses.
I have 4 of them.
And they're figuring, oh, well, if we make it between Christmas and New Year's, the expert witnesses won't want to travel.
Think again, assholes.
They don't know us very well.
So the preferred dates will be the 20th or 21st of December.
So, of
Which-
course, right after he has enough money to deal with these assholes, funny, they have to move the date.
Yeah, I'm sure it's just a coincidence that after I get it funded, this won't hurt me, so I can talk about it. Apparently, there's an elected official, one county over, who has done some oopsies, and there has been a petition to have said official removed from said official's elected position. In order to act on that, there must be a hearing. And accidentally, they scheduled the hearing for this elected official with the same judge on the same date as my trial.
Yeah.
Accidentally.
Well, as far as I'm concerned about having the trial, your trial, since it was already pre-scheduled, had the fucking hearing afterwards.
Well, apparently the greater good of dealing with an elected official overrides, because I had the same.
Yeah.
This is what we've been dealing with.
Yeah.
When these folks say that when Jonna posts that I've been getting screwed around and that she's livid, you have no idea. This is probably the most open screwing I've had from the DA on the whole court situation.
Yeah, Texas does have a speedy trial clause. However, comma, they have used COVID as the excuse not to have the speedy trial, among other things. And of course, the original prosecuting attorney all of a sudden recused himself. So they had to start over.
All over again.
Which allowed them to then go in and have a second grand jury to come up with a different charge when they realized they were going to lose on
The
the first
first charge was bullshit.
And this one is also.
Oh, this one's even more bullshit than the
Yeah.
first one. But that's what I've been putting up with for 2 years now.
Yeah. So there are reasons that we are unhappy.
We might have an opinion. So
Of course, it might also have something to do with the fact that Ian's trending on Instapundit. And many thanks to Larry and all the other folks out there
God bless y'all. I'll never be able to repay this.
who have spread the word far and wide, including John Richardson.
Who's John Richardson?
No lawyers, only guns and money.
Oh, Jesus.
He
Okay.
and I were texting at 11 o'clock last night, which is midnight his time. He's a little pissed.
Oh, the rant. Okay. You think the accidentally filling my slot, that's the least. That's the least of, we've had
It's
DAs
endless.
not even show up for hearings.
Oh, that was a good one.
Both times.
Yeah. On the
They've put it in the wrong court.
yeah. Enough.
I'm all right.
Save that.
Save that. We'll write that down.
We'll
Yeah.
write it all down.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to take an hour off of myself on this thing, and I'm going to vent my spleen after it's all over and done with, which
Yes.
may be 2024.
Yeah. So anyway, on the raffle.
Oh, which has gotten way out of control.
I have not checked. When you say out of control, what do you mean by out of control?
Okay. How
Uh,
many guns do we have now?
well, let me see. Hang on.
Okay, while you're counting,
Okay.
we also, well, yeah, there's like all of the guns, but just so you guys know, there's also a diamond and topaz ring that's been tossed in. There's a wonderful knitted hat. There are 2 movie posters. One is the ones that used to appear here, Beastmaster and the original Dune movie are being thrown in.
We
we have
The
wait, Courtney,
multi-anthologies.
the 3 multi anthologies is a set. Chewini and Astro Lizards and Ratel Saga as a set. What else was there?
Thank
While he's
you.
counting,
We have more science fiction novels that have been donated.
more novels,
We have
I have some classic
another
mystery ones,
pistol
too.
donated.
classic mysteries.
Mhm.
19 Beretta model 1935
Mhm.
in 7.62 by 32. Manufactured in 1954. We have a 1960s Western Auto Model 200, which is, for those following along at home, a Marlin 336.
Myron 336.
Yep. We have
Okay,
a custom built AR that's being donated. We have another AR that's being donated.
I would like to make something very clear. There will be no pink gorilla suit made or purchased.
I
Don't ask me again. You'll get more meatloaf quotes.
There is a concealed carry, excuse me, a concealed carry bag or man purse,
Now, there's
custom,
there
that
were
has
designs.
also been donated.
There's women's concealed carry purses too. So
Hmm.
Well, that's the
It's-
same
it's-
group.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's Joy. Joy Laundry's doing those.
So,
Depends on who wins it. They get their choice.
yeah, you get your choice. in also in your choice of colors and our fabric and our other things.
Oh, firearm classes.
Now we already talked about that.
Yeah.
The rewiring of a house.
Rewiring of a house. Now that one and the firearm classes both are going to be area dependent. So that one's up in the Northwest. $20 to the Give, Send, Go or directly to Ian gets you one drawing in a raffle. $100 gets you 5 drawings.
But you have to send the receipt.
$1,000 gets you 50 drawings. And yes, if you donated, you can also get in for the drawing. Also, we have a late entry of a custom picture of Big Boy 4041 that was taken by a friend of ours. It'll be a 16 by 24 metal print of Union Pacific Big Boy
4014.
4014.
Oh, also a custom piece of art from Professor Travis Clark.
Okay.
He hasn't sent that information yet. But
So if you're donating something and an H&R, H&R Topper 158 with both a 30-30 barrel and a 20 gauge barrel. Yes, Nancy, that's even up in your part of the country. No, the return of the pink girl suit is not a stretch goal, Jesse.
you can keep asking. If you want more stink eye, we can give you that. So.
So we have a number of prizes and still growing. So you can either give through Give, Send, Go, send the receipt to Jennifer@hastonline.com, or if you send it directly to Ian, let us know how much you donated, and we'll add you to the ticket pool for that. So this is in conjunction with, not separate from, the Give, Send, Go. And if you would like to donate anything, let me know, oldnfo@gmail.com. Not that I'm getting any writing done because I'm dealing with all this freaking raffle
I
shit.
just think I feel.
I knew better. Damn it, I knew better after the last one.
Just how do you think I feel right now?
So did a couple other people.
My muse has been a chokehold for 23 months.
Jim, can you say that address for mailing again?
oldnfo@gmail.com.
So the receipt to go to.
Jennifer at hast, HAST, online, all one word.com. Oh, and a funny story surrounding the original email address that we had put up for that. Nobody ever said you were bright. Yeah, I know that. Something about stupid and stubborn. That, yes. Actually, Jess, the link is now correct on my blog. But the first incorrect link was because, you'll love this, Jennifer had an auto deduct paying for that email address from
Okay.
Google.
Okay.
And the bank thought it was a fraudulent charge from Google and refused to pay it. And I might have sent something back to her to the effect of, well, they're not really wrong. Anyway, so we have weather moving in. So all of us are
Creaky.
creaky, grouchy. I got a haircut today, so I've got hair down the back of my neck, which really just sets my teeth on edge.
And the screaming cuss fit I had this morning about 10 o'clock probably didn't help me much.
Yeah. No problem, Jesse. Typing is not necessarily a skill that all of us have, even though we're supposed to be authors.
That's what editors are for.
Yeah, that's what editors are for. Editors and people that, light snow flurries in central Arizona. Lovely.
We're having more of the light flurries in Utah and Oregon.
Oh,
Yeah.
we have a space cowboy story on the way to a beta reader.
Yay! Excellent.
Bermuda was nice. I've been to Bermuda, Greg. It's interesting.
I saw the shopping you did in Bermuda.
one of the fun lasting things from this whole mess is the stress has caused me to start throwing strokes in my left eye.
Yeah.
And I think I threw another one today because if you see me looking really weird, the left side of my vision is all fuzzy.
I have to go to the doctor again. So anyway, yeah, Bermuda's an interesting place. Interesting place to work out of for 6 months, especially with. And this course was back in the day, so we didn't have crew cars over there. So everybody went out and bought motorcycles. Bermuda is known for their bars and the strength of their drinks.
Also, isn't it Carl?
Huh?
Isn't it Carl?
Yes.
Isn't Carl very sharp?
Yes.
So if you turn yourself into street pizza, it's usually minced meat street pizza. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
And when you are drunk and fall off your motorcycle on the way back to base, they get to scrub you with a steel brush to try to get all the coral out of your road rash, which is painful, to put it mildly.
Ow, 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 ow.
Ow.
Yeah.
There was owls going around here.
Yeah. So yes, it was a very fun place, and other times it was not so much fun. For those of you that might have at one point read one of my stories online, that's where the infamous rescue of the sailors took place, was out of Bermuda. Yeah, Jesse, coral and volcanic are very serious road rash.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Here, just slide across broken glass.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing that it does is when it rains, it gets slicker than anything you would imagine for road surfaces or runway surfaces.
Comes out of a baby slick.
Yeah.
Whee!
Yep.
Or comes with a baby slick if you happen to be in an ambulance.
Yeah. There were a couple of times we were wishing we had a parachute to throw out the back to slow down. When you go down a runway sideways looking at the lights going, I'm not supposed to see this view out my window. But yeah, those people are actually set up to deal with it, which is a little different.
Of course, their way of dealing with things it's like saying Montana's set up to deal with blizzards.
Yeah.
They knock the top part off and just call it good.
Well, over there, everything's made out of concrete and it's butt ugly, but it survives the hurricanes or typhoons as it was. Unlike Puerto Rico, who's never built because of the, shall we say, infrastructure issues.
How many people own so much of the infrastructure?
Yeah, and the bribery.
And the bribery.
And the fact that the Puerto Rico is a real, or that's what I've been told. I've never worked in Latin America. That the infrastructure is a non-functioning combination of American Puritanism and Latin American manana and bribery culture.
Yeah. Yeah, rum swizzles are good. I like the dark and stormies myself. And Greg, if you go down to the Swizzle Inn, it's probably still there. And be careful because their swizzles are a little strong. They opened the ski slopes in northern New Mexico already. Oh,
I didn't realize they ever closed.
oh yeah,
I
they
don't
closed.
Ski slopes in New Mexico is just weird. Like, why bother? You have Colorado right there.
Well, some people may not want to do a double black diamond for a bunny slope either.
I went to high school
that would be the
45 minutes away
freeway.
from like 5 different resorts. I am very spoiled.
When you're standing at the top of the hill going, oh my God, I'm going to die. And they go, oh, this is the bunny slope. I'm still going to fucking die.
Oh, great. I died on a bunny slope.
Yeah.
That's just
If you
fantastic.
die on the bunny slope, they laugh at you.
Right?
They roll you up and put a big ha ha on your grave.
Ski slope in Wisconsin.
Why?
Would that be a hill ski slope?
Well, it's a slope, sort of like an overpass.
Yeah.
What is it? The highest point in Florida is the overpass?
No, it's Mount Dora, which is about 3 feet higher than an overpass.
Oh, my bad.
It's like 300 feet.
Yeah, Brian, the swizzle end's still there. And if you were working on the Bermuda airport, you were actually working on the Naval Air Station in Bermuda. Rick, it's kind of compounded by inshallah maintenance too, or
Latin American. It's
Latin American macho maintenance. Oh, it'll be there tomorrow. I'll get to it. After my siesta. Yeah, Sean, good point. Midwestern ski slopes are slopes in river valleys.
Courtney, did you have to give him that toy?
Uh-huh. It doesn't make noise.
No, it doesn't make noise. It makes visual noise.
Yeah. Hey, at least the
Does
red
that make
light's
noise?
not flashing anymore over here.
Oh my God, guys, seriously. Yesterday, I had all the grumpy old men stop by.
And
the joke is that when we walk through the door, we all groan.
Yeah, y'all walk in and go, I'm like, seriously?
what do you expect?
My hips hurt. Leave me alone.
So am I. It's like the storm that's coming through is like we're achy and we're miserable and we're all snarky. And
Yeah.
And I got really good news at 10 o'clock this morning.
Yeah.
I have to admit, we were all laughing hysterically because we knew it was coming.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
knew it was going to happen.
Well, and I was betting everybody here a donut that tomorrow they'll issue a really good plea bargain.
None of us
Yeah.
did that.
Sucker.
And it will,
They refuse to take that bet.
and they will be told to go shove it up their
Same response as last
southern
time.
orifice.
Same response as last time. I and told my lawyer, please, in legalese, tell him to eat a dick.
Yeah.
You can just hand him some candy to give to the
Yeah.
to the DA.
I need to go get my little mochi sticks off of Amazon again. We can stick it in people's heads.
Yeah, fold that offer so it's all sharp corners.
I was saying that you should deliver it by trebuchet on a burning ball of tar.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the problem is to keep it from sticking to the front and rolling to the back and burning
I know.
before it's delivered.
Hmm.
If you can teardrop it where you get a
I-
good flight path.
I could experiment. I would have no problems experimenting several times.
Several.
I would like to build a trebuchet.
Yeah,
So many uses for it.
exactly, Rick. My client will not admit the crimes he did not commit.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
They don't care about that.
Trench buckets for the
It's-
win.
It's the win-loss.
Well, it's always about the win-loss.
That's okay.
Yeah. Oh, God, yes, David. Dealing with Malesh over in the Middle East,
Inshallah.
which is a version of Inshallah.
Have you fixed this? Inshallah. No, I didn't ask God. I asked you. Did you fix this?
Yeah.
I trust God.
Try dealing with it in an airplane with a pilot that goes, Inshallah, as he's driving the bus.
Try
Like,
teaching.
nope, off
Try
the
teaching a
plane.
friggin' Bedu to operate a rifle. Those are sights. They're there for a reason. Ducka, 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 ducka. You haven't hit anything, inshallah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me start from this. Let me start from the beginning. Tell me where I lose you.
Yeah.
This is a rifle. This is the front sight. Put the front sight on.
Well, could have been like the one that was guarding our airplane when I was working on the FLIR 2, and he thought the airplane was a bird that was going to eat him.
What?
And the FLIR turret was the eye.
Because it was locked in on his heat, wasn't it?
No, I was tracking him, and
Oh.
every time he'd walk, I'd move it.
So it was watching him.
Yeah, it was watching him. And his choice was throw down a gun and run or spray and pray. And thankfully, he threw down the gun and ran.
He would have hit the bird. Trust me.
Now,
I know.
Roman ballista is a worthwhile home project.
I've done I've done the trebuchet. I thoroughly, especially if you have engineering help, thoroughly recommend trebuchet.
Yeah.
You know,
Uh,
we used to have little trebuchets at our tables at SCA feasts where we could launch bread balls at people. It was really fun.
No, you just take the biscuit or the roll, dip it in red wine, and throw it.
Not if you want to hit miles of yeah with a red wine soaked biscuit, go right ahead. And try to survive that experience.
If you were throwing it, that was your excuse. If you happened to hit the admiral at the head table, oh, I missed.
I've been to at least one restaurant where when you asked for rolls, the waitress fast pitched it down the table at you.
Yeah. Yeah, Jesse, you did bring some.
I have a little one here.
I was launching candy at something
We have M&Ms.
Yeah, you're still
Couple
on
weeks
Atlantic
ago.
time,
a
Greg.
couple weeks ago.
You'll eventually get back on East Coast time.
Yeah, it is Atlantic time, isn't it?
No,
Okay.
it's 2 hours difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to screw yourself up sometime, look at the time zones and where they make zigs and zags around the world.
A lot of politics there.
And they'll leave you going, yeah. You know, do the old laboratory retriever look, huh? Oh yeah, only
I swear to
breakfast.
God, I heard laboratory retriever.
That's what I said.
Okay, good. I was having a stroke.
Maybe because they told me they're going to tell you, you know, the Cajun joke about the laboratory retriever.
No.
Okay.
So we're taking him with us. When we go to
That's
we're going to need a local guide.
I go down there, I'm going to go see family. To hell with y'all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Apparently, ladies have found a con in Lafayette, Louisiana, steampunk con, which is I do love steampunk.
Yeah.
However, it's in March.
March.
It's the weekend before Fantasy.
It's in March, and I may
March 11th, 12th.
still be waiting for trial.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll have to stick around because they're going to be changing your trial date 14 times by then.
And every time they change it, they'll offer you a better plea bargain.
Yeah. Arizona has 3 time zones, and not all of the state stays on Mountain Standard Time. I'm trying, is it Bristol, Tennessee, I think. One side of the state is on Eastern Time. One side of the town is on Eastern Time. The other side of the town's on Central Time. So literally the main street divides the town into 2 time zones.
Well, you got Texas, that's Central Time till you get to El Paso.
Yeah.
Then it's Mountain Time.
Mhm.
Now, Central Time Zone's fairly large.
Well, it's like Nashville's in a different time zone than Chattanooga. So when you fly into Nashville and
Oh,
drive
yeah,
to
that caused an
Chattanooga-
issue, didn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. But for checking into my Airbnb, it was like, wait, what? What do you mean you're in a different time zone?
My mother
Put that back.
supplies, her front yard is in Eastern and her backyard is in Central.
Wow. Okay then.
Ian is looking for something that doesn't squeak.
He's looking through toys.
A hand grenade.
Quack bang.
Uh, yes, it's been one of those days.
You can have it back. It only came in pink, though. I wasn't.
I'm not going to ask what it was. It was just fun to play with.
It's a squishy toy.
Yeah, Jesse, they do need some reinforced pins.
Stress ball, that's what he needs.
Yeah.
Just find some good balloons and make him stress balls.
The other thing is you actually need to make it where the handle won't come up unless you pull the pin.
Yeah.
That might be a little complicated to do.
I was gonna say.
I was actually looking at it the other day. I could retrofit this thing.
Yeah, it wouldn't be hard.
You know, I would say don't talk about crimes on a live stream.
It's
we're
a-
having enough problems with just trying to get you out of this issue.
It's a dummy.
Right, sure. Of course it is.
It's a duck.
Frank, stand down. Push the button. Push
It's
button on
the
on
duck
ID.
of doom.
Now we gave all the stress balls away. RK.
Actually, I think we were the ones who caused the stress at FenCon.
Yeah.
so.
Hopefully Makaido's doing well with the change in his schedule. At least we hope so. That's why you had to sand the base rather than reprinting them. Yep.
The Duck of Doom. Yes.
So Jim, we've decided we have to do a Halloween party at your place next year.
Halloween party? I thought we had a
Yeah.
Halloween party.
No, we should like
Like an
we
actual
We
one.
have the
Oh.
pumpkin stress release party, which I think you're winning every time with the way you go after those pumpkins. That's pretty impressive knife work. But we're also thinking it's so much fun to sit on the porch and watch Jim totally load up kids with sugar
Yeah.
that we need to be sitting out there with a cooler with beer so we can calm down the parents once they get home from dealing with the kids all hopped up.
Or hand them a beer on the way.
Yeah, give them a beer as they show up with their kid going, you're going to need this because, you know.
Yeah.
But we should just get costumes and sit around on the front porch and we should eat popcorn balls and things that we can't have now because people are stupid.
Jesse, I don't remember seeing Cthulhu Duck.
Wait, what?
Cthulhu Duck currently lives on my desk.
Oh, that's where it went.
There was a Cthulhu Duck?
It's a Cthulhu Duck.
Oh,
I'll
Somebody snagged it.
actually my son did and then forgot about it. So it was in all of my it was in my gear.
Good
So,
excuse.
I'll take it with me back to Denver when I go.
So anyway, on the raffle, there will be an update on prizes Friday and probably another update next week.
And the week after that.
Yeah.
and
So
we will keep updating on the fuck games that the DA's playing.
oh, and that does remind me of one other thing. The drawing will no longer be on the 17th now.
No,
Yeah.
It'll be on whatever the frick the trial date is. So
February 30th of 2024.
You know what? We should have a pool as to whether or not you're actually going to have a trial on your trial day.
Kind of a dead pool, a trial pool.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
trial pool. Yeah, because it's like,
$10 a throw.
yeah.
Oh, Brian, you weren't here. Apparently, somebody accidentally scheduled a hearing to remove an elected official in a neighboring county, the same court and same date as my trial. So sorry, it's sometime in late December.
We thoroughly expected from them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to do that again? Because we've got twice as many people as we did at the beginning. Do you want to explain that?
Yeah. All right. Here we go again. Since I am the holder of the bond, which guarantees that Ian will appear,
Which means Jim guaranteed I would appear.
I'm supposed to be notified in writing of any changes to appearance dates, times, places, everything else.
He has to be notified so he can have my happy ass at my hearings.
Yeah. So I'll give you 3 guesses as to how many of those official announcements I've actually received. Yeah, not a fucking one.
So, yeah.
And we've been notified at 8 p.m. at night that he has to be at a hearing the next morning at 8 a.m.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah. That was great.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah. The very first.
Oh, RK, I'm not a witness. They do not want my ass on that stand.
The first one, I got a text from my lawyer, said, before the hearing, be sure you see me. I said, what hearing? And he sent back, your hearing tomorrow. I said, the f are you talking about? And they had emailed a list of the docket with my name at the very end of it to him at 5:30. And he had opened his email at 8 o'clock that night and found I had to be in court at 8 o'clock the next day.
Brian, not that I can find. I'm still looking into it. So, yeah, we're still.
One thing out of many.
Mm.
There is a list.
Oh, yeah.
However, I'm supposed to be allowed to meet with the governor tomorrow at noon here in Wichita Falls.
Really?
Really?
Yes.
Goodness.
Really?
Yes.
I cannot officially.
Apparently, I got on a list somehow.
Bless your
I
heart.
can't imagine
Yeah.
why you'd be on a list, Jim.
Jim Curtis found up on a list to meet important people. My shocked face. Let me show it to you.
You might know someone who knows someone.
Yeah. Jim needs to meet this guy, help out his career.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Governor Abbott. He needs to meet Jim to help his career.
I doubt that, but
It would not surprise me.
I am learning, folks, that the most egregiously violated civil right in the Constitution is the right to a speedy trial.
Yeah.
I'm also learning that there is very little recourse because nobody in the justice system wants to touch the way the trials are run right now.
Well, it is literally a insular community
Oh yeah,
with the DAs, the judges, and the lawyers.
they're all lawyers. They all went to law school together.
Yeah. So they've known each other for 30, 40 years. So they're going to scratch each other's backs, and they don't want us peons getting in the middle of their little private fiefdoms.
I was a little pissy to discover that the DA in question is running unopposed, which means he gets automatically
Yep.
reelected.
Yeah.
We need to scrape somebody up to run against him.
Yeah. So if you're a lawyer in Texas or licensed to practice in Texas,
And you want to live in Wichita Falls for the 6 months prior to filing, which is a requirement.
And have dinner with us all the time.
I will
We'll feed you.
Yeah.
I am willing to make that
I love
sacrifice.
Zach. He's like Zachary. He's like, not it.
But Zach, you'd be so good at it,
yeah.
and we would feed you. You know that.
It'd be so much fun. We'd have
Oh
another
yes,
Rita.
as long as you live in Wichita County.
Yeah. Just
Well-
got to be in the county, period.
You actually have to live in the district, which is not the county, except in this case because Wichita Falls is weird.
Yeah.
And the county is the district. So
Yeah.
yeah, anywhere in the county will be fine.
Yeah. We can definitely get you good barbecue.
Hell, here in town,
Yeah.
And good mac and cheese.
excellent mac and cheese. Yeah, I suppose if you're following, Tiny Town is actually Owl Park, Texas.
Yeah.
And Itchy Paw is, you're going to be shocked to hear this, Wichita Falls, Texas. And I'm getting railroaded and I don't enjoy it.
Yeah.
We've been outed as to where we are.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
My bad. Sorry, guys.
Well, that's okay. People know where the blanket fort is.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, I've been putting up with this for.
My daughter told my grandfather to leave my
Ah.
address.
Oh,
Oh no, she was under orders not to. He was on the list of family that's not allowed to know
Oh.
our address.
Oh.
Oh.
Well,
Hmm.
I'm
Well,
not
he's
going to say
welcome
anything
show up.
because I'm
We'll
currently
happily
under
show
indictment.
anytime.
Oh, and the fun part is this is a misdemeanor, which is not required to be indicted. The sheriff got me indicted because it makes it that much more fun.
Yeah. Well, we will hold off on any further commentary.
Okay. That would be
Well, you
the.
will, but we will comment.
We have comments.
Oh, do we have comments?
And we will hold off on both of those until
So I'll tell you though.
Sometime in the 22nd century when I finally get to court.
Well, the nice
We'll
part
have
of
to-
moving is I'll be here now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I can exercise eyebrow of doom at the stupid DA.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
And if they have to try your mummified body, then we can take you to the next year's steampunk convention.
Oh, I will be alive out of spite. I will be a lich alive out of spite because fuck those guys.
well, considering the sheriff might show up to work about once every 3 weeks, yeah, there's some questions.
but we'll save
Not
those
going to
details
say
for
a
later.
thing until after the trial.
No, you can't. I can.
No, but there's stuff like
Shut up.
I am.
Uh,
Duck Dodgers episode. Ian's trial in the 22nd and a half century.
yeah.
Where's the earth shattering kaboom?
Oh, there will be an earth shattering kaboom.
No, I don't, RK. If I did, trust me, that phone call would have already been made.
He knows somebody who knows the Texas AG. I'll guarantee it. It's Jim.
Yeah, we want to wait until after next week. Oh, by the way, speaking of next week, if you haven't voted, vote, people. I don't give a damn who you vote for or against,
Did you go vote?
but go vote.
She's not registered here.
Oh, that's right.
I registered in Colorado. They already voted for me.
Yes, yesterday. And Sanford.
Oh, they've
Okay.
already voted for her in Colorado, so
All right.
go bother.
They already voted for.
It's mail-in. Somebody's done it for her. So
Mhm. I'm getting 2 calls an hour and 3 text messages a day about various candidates and stuff. I cannot wait for this to be over.
Oh, then I'll just do it. Wait till the wind up for the presidential election. Somehow, somebody, some poor dumb bastard, put me on the
Oh,
text message list for Beto O'Rourke.
I'll have to make it do that if you want it to go sideways.
That was a mistake. I've been having fun responding to those text messages.
Please give me money. I'll give you money to leave.
yeah. And here is the ultimate. Duck around and find out when a knife blade invaded.
I love it.
The last one I got was Beto O'Rourke needs your help to win Texas. And I sent back, why does he need my help? He's got everybody in Beverly Hills and Manhattan sending him money already. We'll take you off the list, sir. No, you won't.
Yeah. But seriously, folks, I don't care who you vote for, but go vote, please. It's a right.
It's a license to bitch.
Yeah. And it's your one chance to have an impact on the government. Legally.
Legally. I was gonna say,
I'm currently under misdemeanor indictment, so I have no comment.
And it's your civic duty. That's a good point,
There
Brian.
you go. Mothers against Greg Abbott, and it's MAGA. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, David, we all thought legally. Sure. The other thing is, I will be putting a meme up later. Remember to vote today. Take care of business. And this weekend, remember to change your clocks.
Oh, God.
And then Tuesday, change your government.
I friggin' forgot. It's bloody time change again.
But it's fall back.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as spring forward.
Tell my dogs.
Dogs don't care.
Henry won't know either.
All they know is their tummy is empty.
It's
They are starving.
5 a.m. instead of 6.
Yes. So they'll be jamming their noses in my ear at 4:30 instead of 5:30.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Wake up.
Since we're talking about government and
Uh-oh,
political
uh-oh,
stuff,
uh-oh.
I figured I might as well pitch it's
Oh,
like
yes.
a book, only smaller.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you put a novella in print, but it is available as an ebook. So
What's it about?
No interior illustrations? What the hell?
no, that's all straight up
Do
fiction.
we need pictures for it again?
So it's 2 short stories written 10 years apart. It's me bringing hard science to the zombie apocalypse. And
And it's good. It is really good.
it's
Mhm.
gotten a nice review already. Note the singular review.
Yeah.
It's a nice one.
Great. Another night working at the bar for an extra unpaid hour. Oh joy. Sorry, AJ.
Oh, yeah. I remember
It's
working
not
this.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
More in time
exactly,
change
Peter.
spring. What surprised
Did
me?
you know you can get fake zombie maggots, like in a jar?
Are there?
I
I didn't realize there were real zombie maggots.
Well, I mean, you can get, and they feel like real maggots, but they're called zombie maggots. I went to look it up on Amazon, and that's what popped up first.
I had no idea.
You should sell a little Maggie with every book.
I am thinking that.
The simple fact that she said fake zombie maggots worries me a bit.
Yeah.
Well,
The other thing about voting,
There's
hang on, I'm not through ranting.
sorry.
If anybody other than me was stupid enough to watch the president,
oh
last
my
night.
God. Speaking of zombies,
Popcorn, weasels, smell my shorts.
at Union Station, which used to, by the way, have a very vibrant mall in it
not anymore.
until 2020
Oh,
when COVID hit.
no, when the government overreaction of COVID hit.
Yeah, that too. But it got to the point that they even closed the Starbucks in Union Station.
No,
Yes.
the horror.
Well, that was basically the last thing open in there.
Oh, gotcha.
So the last 18 months, it has been full of druggies and homeless.
My shocked face. Let me show you it.
And that's where he held his press
Did
conference.
they neglect to tell him about the urban outdoorsman?
No, they apparently actually ran them out and cleaned the place up a little bit.
Oh, it looks like
Okay,
a German
I
movie
should
set,
watch
so
it.
they used it again. So
Yeah. And he basically said, if you vote Republican, you are dooming democracy. Yes, he actually said that.
We're a republic anyway, so okay.
But if you're a member of the Republican Party or vote for a Republican, you are dooming democracy in the United States.
Well, chalk me up to dooming democracy.
Yeah.
I've heard fear mongering, but bloody hell.
Yeah. Yeah, Dan, it used to be a really pretty station. It's not anymore. Friends of mine that are still up in the area do not go there. They have started driving into work rather than taking the train because they're not sure they're going to get out of Union Station without being mugged in the morning or the afternoon.
I remember Tala Muhammad International Airport having to pay Dash each gang territory boundary to get from customs to the parking lot.
Yeah. Well, it's not quite that bad up there, but it's inching that way.
Yeah. Logan works security at a hotel across the street from the Union Station in Colorado, where he has had lots of fun and wonderful encounters with the urban outdoorsmen.
Yes.
And they're like, we're putting somebody else there. We need to transfer you to another department. He's like, oh no.
Yeah. What's
The
wrong?
horror. He's 19.
19.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So anyway, continue with your rant, please.
Oh, I was gonna say, zombie maggots are a thing. There's wasps that sting, and they lay their eggs and turn the things that they laid their eggs into zombies. And there's mushrooms that do the same thing. It's really it's
yeah,
interesting.
But that's
Yeah,
ants.
and parasitic worms that
Yeah.
control things like
Mhm.
things. I will hasten to say that the stories are not about that kind of zombie maggots. It's about what happens when a scientist goes, this is a good idea, let's try this, and then does it without testing it first. Which, as my reviewer said, was a good commentary on the last 3 years. And I was like, oh, that's not what I meant, but you're not wrong.
Yeah. And Boston University doing even more gain of function testing on COVID.
Oh God.
Again, with it wasn't what
Yeah.
they were actually trying to do, but they did it anyway.
Yes.
Also, the Napa NHS was, or not the funding society, was
NIH.
extremely unhappy with them because that's not what they were supposed to be doing.
Quote, unhappy with them.
No,
Yeah.
no, they were really pissed.
Well, considering the
Because it's not-
Chinese were paying them to do it.
Right, no, but that's not what they were supposed to be doing. They had done an end around with
No.
funding.
No.
I know, I'm just.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. Tarantula hawk lays its eggs in a paralyzed but very much alive and feeling tarantula.
I know they're alive, but how do we know they're feeling? Have we interrogated them?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like a goldfish. Does it really feel?
Yeah, Dan, you don't really want to know all the stuff DARPA's tried over the years. There's a reason that one of my books is dedicated to the aliens in the basement at DARPA. Those people truly are not right. They may
Los
be bringing-
Alamos.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's another good point. Of course, I worked for a guy for 15 years that had on his resume rocket scientist. He had started at Los Alamos.
Happens.
We were doing some testing one time and needed to, we wanted to film impacts of torpedoes from the head of the torpedo. So we needed a camera that could stand the G-forces. So Los Alamos came out and proposed that they could test for us up to 100 Gs. Okay. And so they came out and gave the admiral a presentation. And what they were going to do was take a Zuni rocket and chain it down on a pedestal and let it go thud. And I said, we estimate we can generate 100 Gs of impact. And the admiral kind of looked over at me with about that expression on his face, like, why did you let these guys in the door?
That is bad on so many different levels. I don't know where to start.
They were serious.
I know.
That was what was bad. They were actually serious.
I don't know where to start. I mean,
They were going to take a Zuni rocket tie it down and go thud and fire
Ah, okay then. I will watch this remotely.
it.
I will put a camera out there and I'll be 3 states away.
Yeah. The Easter Bunny nunchucks.
Not sure what these are. My initial thought got me yelled at, so I will not repeat it here.
Yeah, Acme approved is right. Joel, it actually was plausible.
It would do it, but it's a Zuni unguided folding fin rocket.
I'm sorry, it was not a Zuni because that's a little bitty one. This was a real rocket. This was like, what's the next step up from a Zuni? We used to shoot Zunis.
The next step up would be a
Nike or a Thor or something like that.
no.
It was a real rocket.
Oh, it's a Zuni's a real rocket. I mean, it's a really good rocket.
Nah, it's little. It's too little.
It's 3.75 inches. No,
That's
five,
just too
five
little.
something. It's a 5-inch rocket.
Yeah, 5 inch. 5 inch, yeah. I want to say it was either a Thor or
That's
Nike
even
or
worse.
something like that.
Okay, Zuni is bad enough. Thor's even
Yeah.
bad idea. Bad idea.
Now, Rick, they didn't care about it stopping burning. They just wanted the initial impact. Yeah. A spare spine that you ripped out of somebody. Now that comes later.
If you look, it has a face and there's little feet on it.
Oh,
So
yes, it has a face.
It's a centipede.
I hold the face up to the mic. Maybe it'll say something.
Not what I said it was at first. Got me yelled at.
Must not make comment. Yeah. Jesse, stop it before I say something I shouldn't.
Don't say anything.
No.
I already said it. I already said what I thought it was, and I was incorrect.
I was thinking something totally different.
I said it, but I'm pretty sure we weren't live yet.
Comments were made yesterday when I opened it.
Now, Rick, our thought was just stick it on the nose of a torpedo and see if it see whether it recorded it or not, but that was apparently too easy.
And so 12.
And John is sitting over there with a grin on her face and turning interest in shades.
I'm not turning shades. I'm
Yeah.
just like trying very hard to contain myself.
Is that why you're pink?
It takes huge effort sometimes.
That's not what I said, Brian.
At 12, she's probably
The most mature of all of us.
For versions of maturity, yes.
That's fair, actually.
I would say I am the most mature of most of the gang.
Since I'm the one that buys most of the children's toys.
I'm the one that reminds you to get the batteries.
This is true. This
Do
is
what
true.
with batteries?
Don't, Jim. Just don't.
If it's battery operated, you have to have batteries because not everything comes with batteries.
And make sure you have a spare pack because
Mhm.
And the obvious question is, sell or
Don't.
de-sell?
Don't. No, just don't. Drive on.
We bought little lights that are battery operated so we can stick them on things. I have to plug them in, and they didn't come with batteries, so I had to go buy batteries.
you know, I really think teenage boys
Really?
should be warned about glow in the dark condoms because really the flashing light syndrome could cause epileptic fits.
Oh, I thought you were going to go with the lightsaber battles. So it's okay.
Now it's in the locker room. So
Does it vibrate? Yeah.
I asked if it was a pull starter for the dishwasher.
Yeah.
And there went Kortnee.
220 volt, 50 amp.
Have I told the story about getting assaulted with the
Yes.
I've
Mary
told that
Lane's?
multiple
Okay.
times, but you will not do it on the live stream. Although the visuals need to happen with that one.
Wubba, wubba, wubba.
Battery operated is at least less than disturbing. It runs off a
A
two-stroke
two-stroke
engine with a pull start.
Just be sure you're in a well-ventilated area.
Ag Tiger says, warning, product may cause strokes. Isn't that the point?
I was going to say pull start seems to be the standard operating procedure anyway.
Oh,
Well,
my
then.
God.
We never
Are
know
we
where
done
we're
yet?
going to end up, do we?
No, we don't.
We started with rants and seed dispensers.
And wound up with
Seed dispensers.
and what does it cost to get 480 installed in a residence?
More than you want to spend.
ALS, so glad I have headphones on. And today we have the example of why we're not monetized yet.
And why we will never monetize.
Nope.
Because we're not doing this for money.
Ew.
Thank God, because we never make any.
Raptors, they're stickers. The y'all ain't
Not
right.
enough quarters.
Oh, yeah.
We have stickers. We
Uh,
know.
Actually, I used to have an example of our y'all ain't right sticker.
I think we gave it out as
As
a
a-
pilgrimage badge. When
Yeah.
somebody was sitting in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Frank is stroked out.
Rick says, put in a step-up transformer. Yeah.
I don't want to know that much about Frank's habits.
Oh, hey, DW.
Frank's last name is Tubin.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I think that's worse than imagining the poor man drunk in a shower. He's that kinky that this is how he gets off.
He's gone around the bend. He's joined
You know what? After
the
a year
weird
of this-
side.
a year of this live stream, we definitely turned him into somebody who's masochistic. Poor guy.
Poor Frank.
Push that button, guy.
But how many times did he stroke out is the question.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, DW, we did mention that earlier. Sarah Hoyt did link Ian's fundraiser on Instafund. Thank God it changed the subject.
Oh,
Well, which immediately required putting Matt's post up there because the usual crazies were.
I found out, somebody told me, and I'm not going to go read the comments because,
No,
damn,
no,
Yeah.
do not ever
Do not.
read the comments. on
5
Instafund.
million people off my business. You have no idea how long
Yeah.
it took me to get sleep last night.
Yeah. Well, and the comments are special.
Wretched hive of scum and villainy.
Yes.
Yeah.
That would be a step up.
Yeah.
As Sarah's going to Insta me tonight.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yay.
boy.
Comments Insta were no bueno though. Yeah, I kind of figured.
Yeah. No,
That's why I didn't go look.
she routinely puts up my books, and it was so funny when she promoted one of my books, and the comments were just trashing the cover. She needs to hire an actual cover designer. Blah 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 blah.
Why
I designed my
in the
cover.
comments?
Well, I wanted to see, and then the
Well,
next
sometimes
day,
they're good for a giggle. I have to
sometimes, and so then the next day she put up somebody else's that I had also done the cover on. Like, now this is the kind of cover that the book from yesterday should have had. I'm like, guys, really? I did both of them. Fuck you.
Drive-by character assassination. Yeah.
Pretty
Yep,
much.
that's
Yeah.
pretty much all it
Unfortunately,
is.
yes. That was one of the reasons I did not. I tried so hard to fund this thing myself. I really did. I did not want basically
I
what's
know you don't
happening.
want people in your business, but you know what? Your
Mhm.
tribe likes to help. So
I'm
They're
saying
very
that.
enthusiastic.
Very enthusiastic is the
That
yeah.
was what
That's
you were worried about, isn't it?
Sometimes less than
Conservative.
coordinated. Sometimes it's good that we're not coordinated because that would become conspiracy.
Yeah.
we're a bunch of spastic 12-year-olds trying to dance, and we're baltering instead.
Yeah.
So-
oh
Yep, you piss off the paid trolls, and that's what it's all about.
Mhm.
that's half the fun.
There's stuff in my background that I don't want out. There really is. There's stuff in my background I
Well, we
don't
all
want
have that of you.
Yes, we do.
out.
But every now and then you need to be reminded that there's homecoming parades.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right? And this is kind of a homecoming parade with little kids with giant bows on their heads.
And kids in costumes.
There's lots of good stuff out there, and there's lots of good people out there. And moments like this remind us that happens.
This is why I wrote the blog today. It wasn't about you. It's
Yeah.
about the fact that we are losing our heroes and the kids don't have.
Not a hero.
I know that.
And no
I'm-
hero would
I'm-
say they are.
And that's the thing is you're going to say that you're not a hero. My dad and I are having a polite email conversation about how he doesn't qualify as a hero because he tells me real heroes can breathe as he's dealing with COPD because he has an enlarged heart through 30 years of emergency medicine service.
Yep.
Kids need to see that there are people that go above and beyond and they say, I was just doing my job.
They run into danger to help people, and they do it because they want to, because it's what they are
And
called
they
to do.
don't wear NFL colors.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
They're
Nope.
covered in soot and somebody else's blood and grass stains,
Mhm.
and they go home and life sucks and they get up and they do it again.
Mhm.
And that's a worthy thing to be.
They do it because it's right.
Mhm.
Not because they want to get some big national contract.
Yep.
Mhm.
And on that note, folks, we're going to call it a day.
Yeah, please. Y'all be safe.
Have a good weekend. Stay tuned next week for the next change in the court dates. And remember, don't sweat the petty stuff. Don't pet the sweaty stuff.
Tuesday, when if they offer a plea bargain, I will let y'all know about it.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, we know that's coming.
Yeah.
Later,
So
guys.
remember, don't sweat the petty stuff. Don't pet the sweaty stuff. We'll see you later.
Unless
Bye-bye.
it has a pulse start.